Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka Man of the People. How is it going, everybody? Had to do a video because it seems like forever, but it's only been a week. I guess it seems like forever because during the season, you're not missing a day. You're pretty much doing a broadcast every single day. Then you got game day Sunday, which is a long day, and I'm missing you guys. So I feel like I need to jump on here, get you guys, just have some conversation. Nothing already prearranged. Just we'll see what a few people have to talk about that may jump on here before I get off of here. But yes, you can still count on Charlotte Vibe, myself and Andre Cassidy, to continue to bring you news and updates regarding this Carolina Panthers team. As we're on the search for a lot of missing pieces, right? On the search for a new general manager, on the search for a new head coach, and what else could there be beneath that? Position coaches and etc. could be taking place. So I haven't done a lot of reporting on the coaching stuff and the general manager stuff, man, because it is just like so many possibilities. So, for me, I don't know, I haven't yet decided how I'm going to attack this all season. I know for sure once pieces start to fall in place that I will do more reporting, go more in depth. You can certainly look out for me to be covering the draft and talk about some college players. Excuse me, I'm going to be in Indianapolis next month at the combine to do so. So, you know, be sure to keep it locked in, continue to subscribe, hit the like button, turn on your bell notifications so you can go live when I go live, and ask me any questions that you may. So right now I have Battlehawk Superfan who is saying, how would CJ perform on our team? So, my name is Chris Jenkins, so my initials are CJ as well. But I know you're talking about CJ Stroud. And yeah, I'm going to touch on that. Cleveland 14, I'm sorry. Cleveland 14, Houston 45 in that game, man. And it was crazy to see how the Texans, I mean, they just whooped Cleveland extremely bad. And I'm going to tell you that CJ Stroud on our team would be impressive. Would it be the exact same that's in Houston? I don't think we'd get that. But would it be impressive? It would be. I don't get into the discussion about like the details of like, hey, there's different like, yeah, there's, for me, I'm going to say if you're watching this channel, you're decently educated in football. Yeah, there's certainly differences in resources and personnel, but I don't feel like we can just keep saying right now, year one, yeah, Bryce and CJ, Bryce will be the same, or Bryce and CJ could be the same. No, they're not. They're different. They are different. I have watched Bryce all of his days here in the pro levels. I haven't seen CJ Stroud like stuff from him. Could you give him more time? Yes, you could give him more time. Might you see some different results? Yes, you could see some different results. But would you see the exact same level? Would you see the exact same very high level, very, very high level that CJ is playing at? No. You wouldn't right now. But it was a great weekend for football. You had that Houston matchup, which was incredible. You had the Dallas game against Green Bay, which was like terrible. As in Dallas, what are you doing? I'm not a Dallas fan. I was just watching, looking forward to watching a good game. But I feel sorry for all the Dallas fans out there because those guys. I think what was it? It was a stat that I saw, and I think it said that since the Houston Texans have had their existence, and at that same time frame with the Dallas Cowboys, the Houston Texans have won more playoff games than the Dallas Cowboys. Let me see if I can find that graphic really quickly to make sure I'm saying that exactly right. But I'm pretty sure that I got it there. Let me see if I can find it. Da, 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 da. Uh, no, I'm not going to quickly find it. But yeah, some good football over the weekend. All right, let me get into these comments, see what you all are talking about here. It's just a casual conversation with the people. What's up, Shaked? Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. I don't feel like I go anywhere, but I get it. I get it. I should be here every day, and I haven't been here every day. What's up, Shaked? Good to hear from you. Hey, Shaked, that was a beautiful picture, man, that you posted on Twitter about that sunset or the sky over in Ballantyne here in the Charlotte area. That was really nice, man. Good photography skills for you. Thought about them deep ball. Chris looks amazing. Yeah, man. That C.J. Stroud throws a really good ball, man. A really good ball, and he throws some good deep balls as well. Battlehawk, that shows that you've been listening to me, so I really appreciate the listens. All right, really appreciate it. Better question is, can we get a legit head coach to interview? Seems Belichick is out in Harbaugh. So, yeah, there's been I'm going to tell you all, I've been tracking it all. I've been tracking it all from Nick Saban retiring, Bill Belichick agreeing to move on, Pete Carroll agreeing to change positions but still be affiliated with the Seattle Seahawks, Bill Belichick then interviewing with the Atlanta Falcons. Man, that just sounds weird, doesn't it? Bill Belichick interviewing for the Atlanta Falcons, Ivero interviewed with the Atlanta Falcons. Ben Johnson has been requested to be spoken to by seem like half the leagues and half the teams in the NFL, as well as, talking to him. I don't know if it gets pushed back because they continue to advance, but I think it's like the 20-something. Maybe next week it'll be the first time. But I don't know, again, if it changed with them winning this past weekend in Detroit. Harbaugh being out there in L.A., being interviewed. So much. So, and then there's like the direction of this team, where we're going to go. I know a lot of people want to talk about that, and it's hard to talk about the direction of where this team will go until a few more pieces, aka the guys at the very top, fall into place. What are their plans? What's the general manager's plan? What's the head coach's plan? So for me, I'm holding off on a lot of those deep dives into those things because it'll get so messy. What I say today will be 100% not applicable for what may be the stance next week. But as things start to get, hey, these are the three strong guys, and these are the three things that you can really focus on, I'm going to wait, but we'll continue to jump on here, have some questions, talk some football with you all. Whatever you want to know, need to know, let me know, and I will try my best to get that done for you. Probably a little better than Bryce, but I don't think it would give us too many more wins. Yeah, he's better than Bryce right now. Absolutely better than Bryce right now. Absolutely would give us more wins right now. Exactly what that would look like, I don't know. I don't know if we'd be where he is now with the Houston Texans, but I think we'd be better than where we were at 2-15 this season. Good conversation, fun conversation. Something that you just kind of like, as a Panthers fan right now, you got to be, it's tough. It's tough because the number 2 guy in the draft, I think a lot of fans say, I don't care about the fact that he has more time. I don't care about these wide. I don't care. I just don't want to be in this situation that I'm in, that we have the number 1 draft pick, and this is what happened. They had the 2nd pick after us, and that's what happened. You just kind of don't care about the details, which I get. It's been tough. And then to see some success from people that were part of this organization within this past 2 years. Coach Wilkes out there in San Francisco, they hadn't played yet, but they're looking to be in darn good shape to go to the Super Bowl. And Christian McCaffrey and Sam Darnold are 2 other players that would get to ride that wave with Wilkes if they make it to the Super Bowl. And I'm not bitter to any guy that does good when they're, move away from Carolina, unless they purposely didn't like Carolina, did something bad, and I don't feel like anybody has. And what about Baker Mayfield getting the paydays, right? He got that $1 million. Let me get this off here. Appreciate the comment, Le Bleu. You got Baker Mayfield, who asked to be let go. Man, what's the number of guys that have been asked to get out of here? But can you blame him? Baker Mayfield asked to get out of here last year, went to LA Rams, had a phenomenal game that first week that he was there, finished out the season there, got picked up by Tampa, competed and won the starting position, got a low salary. I think he only had $4 million that he got. Got $1 million bonus when they made it to the playoffs against Carolina, in Carolina. So I know that had to feel great. And then got something like another 250 when they advanced past the Eagles and are now having their second playoff game, which will be against the Detroit Lions next week, or this week, I should say now, because we're now into the week. We're well into the week. So yeah, congrats to Baker Mayfield, man. Doing well, doing well. I come to mind when he told me when I was harping on him about batted balls, and he's like, "Well, what do you think I should do?" Something like that he said. But congrats to him, man. Good job, Baker Mayfield, doing well out there. Brian Johnson, Ben Johnson. Did I say Brian Johnson? I don't know if I said Brian Johnson to confuse you all there, but yeah, Ben Johnson, currently of the Detroit Lions. He is highly, highly, highly sought after by some other people. And then Lord Bezeldorf. Guys, I got fitted for some glasses just the other day, so gonna warn you, I'm gonna fight it as long as I can. But you might be seeing me wearing some glasses on some future broadcasts, and just know that when I do so, the midlife crisis has officially begun, because I've always had great eagle-eye vision and don't want to wear glasses. But let me see if I can read this from Bezeldorf. It feels like the only guy who can put Tepper in his place if he came in and build a run-heavy team around Bryce would be Vrabel. So yeah, what guys could come in and kind of get the freedom to do what they wish without having their owner get in the way too much? You know, it still depends on, you think David Tepper wouldn't know, hey, this guy may buck the system, so I don't know if I want to hire him. So there's people that could do it. I don't think Vrabel is just that person, but you have to be given that ability from the owner to have that kind of control. So, even if we say, I think Vrabel's the guy, well, if he comes in and Tepper still doesn't give him that ability, it doesn't matter who you are. The guy writes the check, somebody's going to be gone, right? Something's going to happen. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll continue to talk about it. I know Ben Johnson had been rumored to be requesting, what was it, about $15 million? And then there was reports that report wasn't accurate or not. But Vrabel's out there and he's available. He's going to be sought after by more than the Carolina Panthers, though. So it's not going to be a cakewalk for David Tepper to get any of these people. Like he did get into it early by releasing Frank when he did. So that, give him credit for that. But then still a lot of these guys that are out there, some of them are still playing, and then you have some that are available, but there's a lot of openings and a lot of people are seeking those people. How would you all feel about Vrabel? Let me put this question out there. Who do you want the most that's out there available to be the head coach? Who do you have a general manager as well that's out there that you would like to be on this Carolina Panthers squad the most? Share the thoughts. How about that Mike Tomlin walk-off yesterday after the Steelers lost to the New England Patriots in that press conference? I had to go back and it's like, man, when I saw that, I had to go and watch the whole thing just to see. I was curious, like, what kind of questioning was he getting beforehand that brought him to his edge? And I think that he was just already It wasn't the previous question. It was just that he didn't want to talk about it. So Tomlin got the reporter did not even have a chance to finish asking the question about his contract, and Tomlin just walked off. You know, credit to him. He didn't fuss. He didn't bark. He didn't do anything like that would get him fined, so to say, for his behavior. He just walked off the podium. And yeah, today Tomlin told his team that he planned on coaching this season coming up. And you know, maybe don't have enough time for this video to talk about it, but patience, man. We all want to win. We all want to get it to the Super Bowl. That's why everybody's playing this game. But Tomlin to just have so much scrutiny over getting let go this season, after this guy is setting a record for an active coach that has not had a losing season. Like, no losing seasons. And we are right now in Carolina dealing with the plethora, you know, of losing seasons back to back to back to back to back. And yeah, he hasn't won a playoff game, but we haven't even made it to the playoff game. So for me, I feel like a guy that's in Tomlin's position, or even a guy, you know, Mike McCarthy's did well. Like, first let me talk about Tomlin. In my opinion, he deserves to have a meeting with the owners and them tell him, hey, this is where we're looking at for next season. We want to see this. That's our requirement. This is what we want to see next season. And he's given a season to, you know, decide if he wants to play under that pressure or to just, you know, have this opportunity to succeed. But I don't think that Mike Tomlin should just be gone because they lost in the first round of the playoffs. And then about the Cowboys situation, it sucks, but you have to say this. All this lack of success that they've been having in Dallas has been before he got there as head coach. So they have a long string of, hey, you make it to the playoffs and you don't win. You make it to the playoffs and you don't win. And just because I'm here and hadn't made it yet, do I get fired? I don't know. Maybe I'm just too nice. How many times has McCarthy, how long has McCarthy been in Dallas? 3 years? Let me see if I can figure it out real quick. Let me see if I can figure this out super quick. I'll give you my opinion on Mike McCarthy and the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, he's been there for a number of years. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Well, last year they won a game in the postseason. This year they lost. He's gone 12-5. Jeez. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'd be frustrated with Mike McCarthy, but I want to keep him. He's been 12-5, 3 straight seasons. And he was 6-10 that first season. So he turned him around. He turned him around. But yeah, he's not making it through the playoffs. I think, you know, I have a conversation with McCarthy, and let me hear some significant change. You know, if McCarthy's saying I want everything to remain the same, well then I might be like, But I feel maybe I'm just too nice of a guy, but I feel like McCarthy should be able to sit down with Jones and Jones say, listen, get rid of Dak, get something, you know, like something different. Just if he's willing to make show me that you're willing to win at all costs, and that you're willing, and you're not going to make it personal. I'm not going to keep this guy in this position because we've been buddies. I'm not going to keep that guy in this position. I'm going to continue to do my job with the best people that will give me the opportunity for the best results. And this is what's going to happen. If he presents that, hey, stay on. 12-5 is again, we all want instant success. We all want the Super Bowl every year, but it's still like a lot out of your control. Yeah, that's it for now. So hopefully everybody enjoyed this show. I will continue to broadcast, get you up to date. Again, don't worry. Charlotte Vibe's going to keep you in the loop about the coaching, the general manager, about the combine. I'll be in Indianapolis next month, and about all this stuff pertaining to the Carolina Panthers. So thank you all for your continued support. Appreciate everybody for watching. Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe.